Okay, Willard. In small cities and towns across America, there often is one point of local pride that brings people together. Sometimes it's the local sports team. NBC's John Frankel recently visited such a town. John, good morning.
Good morning, Katie. Amherst, Texas, which is about 40 miles west of Lubbock, was never a big town. At its height, there were maybe 1,200 people living there. Most farm for a living, but they live for their team. There isn't much left in this tiny West Texas town of Amherst, not even people. This sign is out of date. There are only 762 now. Main Street is quiet, mostly empty. There's Dee's Cafe and the Pay and Save, the only grocery in town. The hotel is gone. The picture show closed for good. Annie's Pool Hall, abandoned. The hospital closed in 1989 when the last of the town's 4 doctors moved away. Farming cotton is about all that keeps this town going. That and a bunch of kids they call the Bulldogs.
Down, set.
Face it, in Texas in fall, on Friday night, it's high school football.
Well, you take a small town and look around out there. What else to do except go to school and watch kids play?
Amherst still has its team, even though football, like so much in this town, isn't what it used to be. You see, the Amherst Bulldogs play 6-man football.
We got down to where we didn't have a substitute, an 11-man game, and it looked like we was going to quit playing football, but we didn't.
It's been a decade since Amherst fielded a regular 11-man team. Texas rules say that any high school with fewer than 85 students qualifies to play the 6-man game. Amherst has just 67. The rules are different from the game most of us know. The field is smaller, teams must gain 15 yards for a first down, and scores run high.
6-man has more action in it, I think, and they like to come to the 6-man game and see all the big hits and quick up and down the field.
As the population of the nation's heartland continues to dwindle, 6-man football has experienced a resurgence. About a half-dozen states play the game. Here in Texas, they started playing 6-man football back in 1938. And this season, 84 small towns, like Amherst, fielded teams. Last year, the Bulldogs won the town's first ever state championship. Not even the old 11-man teams did that.
We're pretty big stars around here, I guess. I don't know what it'd be like in a bigger town.
I think there's a lot of pressures because a lot of people want us to go back and do it again.
Mornings after a game, you can bet they'll be talking about the Bulldogs at Dee's Cafe.
We got a long winning streak, and we're not ready to give it up.
George Thompson, the mayor, and his friends have been gathering here for as long as anyone can remember. Way back to when the town was a different place.
Well, it used to be on Saturday, everybody come to town. You couldn't stir them with a stick. Now you don't see no one on Saturday.
Will there always be an Amherst, you think?
Always be an Amherst. I ain't gonna die and I ain't gonna move.
But some have moved. Technology has taken the place of jobs, and more land is needed to make the same living of a few years ago. So many of the young people in Amherst have left, never to return. Now there's just wind, an endless blue West Texas sky, and the football team. And that's enough for the people who still live here.
Amherst is the best little town in this whole world. We support the city, the churches, the schools, and that's what makes it good.
The football games in small towns on Friday nights, they're more than football games, they're social events. And you have people that go, and sometimes they don't even watch the game, but that's where their neighbors are and where their friends are.
Without the Bulldogs, Amherst might be just another stop on the road, and the only sound, a West Texas wind. But on Friday nights, there is the sound of something better, something that gives a little town in Texas just a little bit of hope. Well, the Bulldogs are still undefeated this season. They'll play again tomorrow night in the playoffs, and their star player, Dwayne Miles, is a very rare talent in the six-man game, attracting some interest from major colleges, Katie.
Which I'm sure is exciting for the whole town. Meanwhile, the town continues to be very supportive, even when the games are many miles away.
Absolutely. Right now in the playoffs, they play at neutral sites, and some of these schools are about 400 miles apart from one another when you get into West Texas, so they meet at a neutral site, and the whole town, 400 or 500 people, can drive.
So they fill the stands.
They do.
John Frankel, thanks, John.
You got it, Katie.
Up next, traffic flagger school. How tough can it be? We'll see after